The Saints won the coldest game in team history, in part because the Browns coach, Kevin Stefanski, decided to let Deshaun Watson throw 31 times in the freezing cold. The Cleveland Browns making horrible decisions? Shocking. Thomas, hit that intro.
Yo, what up? It's Deontay Harris with the New Orleans Saints. Y'all Saints Happy Hour podcast? Yeah. No bueno, not good. Y'all Saints takes. It's just awful. And I think it's because the drinks that y'all be drinking be having y'all a little woozy and y'all be forgetting like what team y'all talking about or something. I don't know what it is, but we gotta figure something out because it's bad. Let's regroup, reassess, and just be better, you know? All love.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. We are live on Twitch. If you aren't, follow us on Twitch and pound that like button. If you're on YouTube, pound that subscribe button. Also, become an annual patron at patreon.com/Saints Happy Hour. All annual patrons get 2 months for free, and you get the limited edition Boys or Back Cup. If you sign up as an annual patron at any level, thanks to Hunter, Seth, Joanna, Misty, and
making it rain.
I'm gonna butcher this name.
Oh yeah, here we go.
I don't
LeBron?
No, it's like Labatt. I'm sorry, you're great. It's
Balky Bartakamus?
No, Lebracathan? I'm sorry, I butchered your name. Leviathan? He's a patron and he signed up at annual.
Way to go, Ralph.
Thank you. I butchered the intro joke already. We're off to a flying start. We're doing the MVP contest as usual for people who watch and donate or subscribe during the live stream. Anyone who donates any amount during the show each week gets entered into a drawing at the end of the season for a Saints Happy Hour Smoke Monday t-shirt and a Saints Happy Hour regular t-shirt. The person who donates the most each week gets entered into our drawing for 2 Saints tickets, game day tickets in 2023. And the person who donates the most each week gets to have a 30-second video of themselves giving their hot take played the following week. Thomas, do we have any videos this week?
Tiger Saint won with 5,000 bits last week. Unfortunately, he didn't send me any video. And by the way,
what?
Tiger Saint, come on, man.
Thanks, Badrich, for the T1 sub. 15-month streak, and he says, "Merry Christmas. The hoodie is great, Dave."
I was gonna say thank you for the order, Budrich. And he sent his sister in to pick it up, so I got to meet Budrich's sister. It's a family affair now.
I am
roll wave. Let's go. We are 1 week away.
Yeah, Cotton Bowl.
7 days. T-minus 7 days till we shock the USC world.
Y'all gonna be.
The party's going strong, Dave. In the background.
You started out hot there, Dave, and you melted down there.
Well, speaking of melting down, I'm very disappointed in myself. I had a top-notch joke in the intro, and I just biffed that thing all over the joint. So very
Ralph
sad.
biffing a joke?
I should have just done what I always do and not look into the camera and just read the damn script. But I tried to be cute and clever and just look into the camera and do it off of memory, and I botched. I'm drinking Nikolai's Tears of a Falcon.
You still have some of that left?
I still have this is my last one, but I have to. I have one more left.
What?
I'm drinking it. Listen, the Saints are winning. I'm drinking it on the show. I got to keep it going. And look, they didn't play the Falcons, but the Falcons got eliminated from playoff contention, so that's something. I'm drinking the Tears of the Falcons.
All right, well that's good. I am drinking Parish Brewing Classic Ghost in the Machine, the hazy New England IPA that started it all in southern Louisiana.
Kevin, what are you, broken stick? Melted
no beverage tonight.
Oh.
I walked out of my house today to go to work, and I saw a cardboard box sitting on my porch.
Oh.
And
Was
You
it,
thought
a
I
I'd
dick,
could
already
in your
said
was it a
neighborhood?
dick in a box? Was it dick in a box?
I'd already set the alarm, so I wasn't going to go back inside. I picked it up and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking somebody must have mailed this to a different address. This is a different. I normally don't get packages at the house, so I thought something was amiss. I'm looking at it. I approach it cautiously, and then it's got my name on it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, hell, I'll take it with me and then open it up at work.
It was from Campus Connection.
You haven't sent me a damn thing, Dave.
know that.
We all know
My
that.
wife sent you a Christmas card, though.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
Yeah, I know. I've got that right here.
Look at that right there. Boom.
Boom.
I get to work. I start to open it, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Who lives in Luling? And then that's when I realize, oh, yeah.
St. Charles Parish. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is from Nikolai.
Oh, Nikolai.
He sent me beer.
Look.
Nice.
Oh, now you can't complain. Now what are you going to complain about?
Correct. He has completely disarmed me of complaining.
All right.
Unfortunately, he gave me a nice handwritten note,
Oh.
and his instructions say that I need to let them chill in the fridge for at least 24 hours before drinking.
Yeah.
He gave me
Wait,
4
when did you get them?
today.
Oh my God. So we got to
He
wait
gave
till
me
next week?
some Tears of a Falcon and 2 of his attempts at an IPA.
Oh, okay. I think I've had
So
those.
I'll try those next week on air. I will wait and let them chill for an entire week before drinking them.
We're all looking forward to that.
Yes. We call it a tease.
This is, I don't know about you guys, but look, I worked all last week. I own a store. It's retail. This is a big
You do?
time.
Wait, you own a store? What kind of store?
Damn.
This is a big time for Tulane. So we were busy. We were making a lot of money. We were off Saturday, Sunday. Today, this is like 3 weeks. This has been like a 3-week Christmas bender. Eating nonstop, family nonstop, kids nonstop.
You eat
Give the man
atrocious
a
on
break.
the regular.
Exhausted.
I'd
I'm
hate to see
exhausted.
like your eating
I'm
habits if you're like, I'm eating bad.
Yeah, no,
Like,
well, yeah, it's a lot of Italian dried cured meats, cheese, melted cheese. I made like a provoletta. I have like a little cast iron skillet, and I melt provolone cheese with a little oregano, olive oil, and red
Oh,
pepper
wow.
flakes.
Wait.
Regular.
I feel like we're not addressing the lead here. You own a business?
Yeah, that's right.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
What? What?
That's fucking
Well, it's been
illegal.
no, it's not illegal. I own it. I own
At
it.
least not
Well-
officially.
Anyway.
Well, speaking
Don Cariello.
Hi.
speaking of illegal, the Saints playing in negative 15 degrees should have been
Should
illegal.
be.
But here's the
Should
thing,
be illegal.
Kevin. After the Saints figured out throwing the ball while playing on Planet Hoth was a bad idea, they beat the Browns 17 to 10.
Hot. It's hot.
It's hot.
Even I know it's hot.
Hoth. All it
Ralph
took
can't
was
say anyone's name
a
right.
2-game winning streak, and suddenly Dennis Allen has been injected with personality and a potty mouth. Thomas, play that sound. Dennis Allen is fired the hell up.
We said this was going to be a game about mental toughness. The most mentally tough team was going to win this game. Yeah! And start this thing out down 10-0 and fight and scratch and claw our way back into it, then get a lead, then have to finish it at the end. Like that was big boy NFL football. You with me? That was big boy
Look at Tony Mata.
NFL football. All right? Okay, I don't have a game ball here with me.
He doesn't
right
give
now,
a shit.
But I do have one game ball to give out. Okay, it's not for any of you. It's for the equipment staff.
I'm I like that Daniel Sorensen's in there, America's favorite CPA.
He gave the game ball, which he didn't have,
That's right.
to the equipment manager.
Even Dennis Allen, when he can never get it quite right, can he, Kevin? It's never quite.
No, I mean it's Dennis Allen. I mean, we really should have been queuing up the Alanis Morissette gif for that.
He never gets the details right, Dave. He never gets the details right.
Never. Yeah. Gotta pay. That's actually a very true statement. He doesn't get the details right, but look, he just put together back-to-back wins.
Back-to-back wins.
So if you're not a Dennis Allen fan, I got bad news for you. You better get used to him. You better buckle up, buddy, because you got more Dennis Allen coming to you. And by the way, if you're live in the Twitch chat, you can chat with my daughter. She's typing for me right now. So if you want to talk to my daughter, feel free to
stay away from the profanity.
She's responding.
Yeah, right we're keeping it clean here. And that's me saying that.
Chatting with my daughter is not a positive.
Take your daughter to podcast day.
She can't hear. The only thing she can hear is me. So she can't hear any of this. So as long as I don't curse, we're good, right?
I mean, here's the thing with Dennis Allen. Like, they like playing for him, Dave.
You just keep typing in the chat.
He's coming back.
He's definitely he ain't going anywhere. I already said last week, beating the Falcons and sweeping the series that locked it in. This absolutely locks it in. I mean, he's not going anywhere. There's no way. I mean, and it's upsetting because I had fun this weekend.
We need to extend him.
Okay. Let's not go overboard now, Thomas. But I mean, I think a lot of us were spending Christmas watching the Buccaneers Cardinals game and hate watching the Buccaneers. And you have to go to the bathroom? You have to go to bed. Oh yeah, everybody else is going to bed. Good night. I love you. So, and the Cardinals were so close to pulling off an upset and getting the Saints into position where they're in the driver's seat, where they maybe control their own destiny a little bit more. And freaking Brady pulls it off, and the Cardinals blow it. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. It kind of ruined Christmas.
God, I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that.
I had action on the Cardinals.
Yeah, I know you had the money line, so you needed a Cardinal win.
Yeah,
but
I did.
I was going to say with Carolina winning, the Tampa game didn't matter as much. It would have been fun to have 3 6 and 9s, obviously, Kevin. But now with Carolina winning, the Saints need to win out. Like they have to beat Philly and they have to beat Carolina. Need Tampa to lose, which isn't necessarily a problem the way they're playing, because Arizona is best. They barely.
Let's see.
And then, by the way, the Saints, if you're like me and you're obsessed with Philadelphia not getting a high pick, the Saints are now picking 10. So Philly will pick.
All right. So
and then we got next week. Next week's going to be a big determining factor in where the Eagles pick.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. And the Eagles admitted, they're like, yeah, we want to win because we need to clinch home field and we want to pick.
Yeah.
Like the coach just flat out said it. And it made me want the Saints to do horrible things to the Eagles and ruin their.
Okay, so the virtue of the yeah. So the Saints have to win, right? Like you said, the Saints have to win their final 2, plus Tampa has to lose both their remaining games.
Well, if Tampa wins, if Tampa wins Sunday, they clinch the South. That's how bad the South is. Tampa gets to 8 wins and they clinch the South.
Right, but like what sucks is if they win next week they're going to get to 9-8. They're going to get to 9-8. The NFC South has been an absolute joke all year. It's been a nuclear waste dumpster fire. And the team that wins it is actually going to get to 9 wins. I mean,
I don't think Tampa. I think Carolina is going to win.
Has found a way to F things up yet again. We were all hoping for another sub 500 team to go to the playoffs and host a game and just have chaos and make a mockery of the whole thing. And Brady's going to screw this up again, much like he screwed up his marriage.
We'll see. We'll get to that in game picks later. But I think you're overestimating Tampa. Like Tampa, they're only a 2.5-point favorite at home. Let's not make Tampa out to be great. But Dave, back to the Saints-Browns game, which, by the way, the Saints, they're now 7-11 in games 32 degrees or lower, and it's the coldest game in Saints history, and they won it. But Dave, here's the thing with this game. Did the Browns lose or did the Saints win? Because the Saints basically waited 2 quarters to run Taysom Hill, and it was either Pete Carmichael trolling us or he hates his job so much he wanted Dennis Allen to throw him in Lake Erie. I can't decide which is which. But once the Saints wised up, the offense was pretty good elements, right?
I mean, I had a hard.
Was it the dumbest? I think it might be the dumbest first half we've ever seen the Saints do. It was so frustrating.
I had a hard time watching this game because I've been a sort of a Pete Carmichael truther and a Pete Carmichael defender, and I'm sitting here at home on Christmas Eve, and I'm yelling at my screen for them to just put Taysom in, use Taysom, give Taysom the ball. This is Taysom weather. This is Taysom season. And they're not doing it. And honestly, even when they finally had some success with him, they still didn't use him as
much as you'd like.
Yeah. Like,
like 9 carries, more.
It was driving me nuts. And it was obvious at the beginning of the game, early in the game, that like Alvin Kamara was like, he was part of the game plan. He was supposed to be the go-to guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This whole thing this whole game to me screamed Taysom to me. The announcers were saying there was one play, I think it was 3rd and short or whatever, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, and Taysom was not in. I'm yelling at the screen, why is Taysom not in there? The announcers are making this exact same observation. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I think my camera just died. But Thomas, I mean, Kevin, Taysom Hill, like, I feel like he got some momentum going, and I just wanted the Saints to use him more. By the way, he looks great in the like the long black that pulled up, and he just looked great. But it was surprising to me that even when Cleveland sort of figured it out after the touchdown to tie, it surprised me that the Saints didn't keep going to it because Cleveland is so bad against the run. Like, I know they kept it for a minute, they like figured it out, but like, I just wanted, like, I would have been fine with the Saints. They passed 15 times. I feel like that was too many, and Cleveland throwing 34 times is just an abomination. Like, I wanted the Saints to run.
Watson completed as many passes as Andy Dalton threw. That's how. And here's the thing, wasn't it? I can't even remember if it was earlier this year. No, I think it might have been last year. Mac Jones, that guy that some people on Twitter are saying should absolutely if the Saints could land him, it would be great. Bill Belichick had that guy throw the ball 3 times once in a game. 3 times. And look, I like Andy Dalton, but he should not have been throwing the ball 15 times in this game. Taysom Hill, 9 rushing attempts. And I get it. You want to give the bulk of it to Kamara. I agree. Kamara did get the bulk of it. He got 20. But you could have given Taysom a few more of those. You could have also given Taysom an opportunity to maybe pass once or twice just to try and confuse the defense a little more, keep maybe a little bit more honest. But my God, the man's first 2 touches, I think he ran for first downs. And then what? We just abandon that the idea of having letting Taysom go ham on this poor defense. And now we're letting me talk. Ralph is somehow gone. Dave wandered into the ether.
My webcam is gone, Thomas, and I don't know how to fix it. So there you go.
Dave, it's just a two-box between you. Ralph is a disassociated.
I can't. It won't. My computer won't let me. It won't.
In the Discord settings, man. In Discord settings.
It won't let me do it, Thomas.
I was worried Kevin was on his own.
I was like Kevin was loose.
I was dealing with.
We're just gonna have to do without Thomas. No, I mean, it's
Kevin turned into Roswell glue. solo podcast.
Dave, me and you would have been speed running this thing.
Speed run. No, but I mean, the offense was. It was. What was funnier, Kevin? The fact that Cleveland decided to throw so much, and that's stupid, or the fact that their $240 million quarterback was throwing in the minus 15-degree weather, and he was terrible.
I mean, isn't it both? I mean, seriously, you've got a running attack of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And Deshaun Watson, who we saw him in the game at the beginning of the game. He runs one in himself. Like, you've got 3 people who can run the ball. I mean, these guys could have been running the damn wishbone out there. And instead, no, we're going to throw the ball 31 times. Yeah, I mean, it's like this was a bad coaching smorgasbord.
Right. It was like who could be the worst coach? Who could outcoach the other coach? But as far as being bad is concerned, I don't know.
It was a bad off. Like,
yeah, I don't know. It's 2 wins in a row. It's great. It was in cold weather. You don't expect to win these games, I guess I would say, but I can't say that this gives me any more optimism as far as the Saints are concerned. Yeah, your camera's dead. Your
camera is
it's just green, solid
DOA,
green.
and I have the webcam.
What kind of camera is it?
The Thomas gave me will not work. So we're SOL. Do without my crippled face.
Can't see.
Thomas, give us a donation donation update for the MVP contest, and you can sub for free every month with Prime. It's a way to support the podcast, and maybe if we got more donations, I could buy a webcam that would actually work, and we wouldn't have these problems. Thomas? Got an MVP update?
Yeah, pretty dry day, unfortunately.
We shouldn't even be doing this podcast today. This is like
for the MVP.
Nobody's here.
Nobody's still in the lead. 2,000 bits.
And everybody went to the mall to go bring all their shit back.
That's true. That's kind of true, Dave. But
my daughter's on my lap at 9:30 at night.
Here's the thing, though, Dave. We had
someone Candy probably
disappeared.
we had 1,000 people listen today to the post game show that we did.
Who are these people? Who are
Saturday?
Do we have a lot of Jewish. Actually, no. Yesterday was the last day of Hanukkah too.
Today was Boxing Day, and it was also the first day of Kwanzaa.
Who are these people that are listening to our podcast?
I don't know.
I love this. What is that image? What's that?
That's a tiger. That's a cat.
What does it say?
Press start Irish webcam.
Okay. Now what does that say?
Badrich is saying it's a Christmas slump.
It's a
Yeah, no. Look, I'm not in top form. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
Oh, damn! He donated 1,500 bits and said,
"Well, that helps."
Everyone trying to fight the post-Christmas cold. Thanks, buddy.
Seriously, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
The man saving the show.
I do not want to go to work tomorrow. That's what I wanted to ask at the top of the show. I didn't even get a chance. Kevin, like, what did you? Oh, Irish Kevin, what did you do for Christmas? Were you all alone? Who did you spend Christmas with?
Yeah. Were you? I hate to think that you're. I hate to think that you're in this bad
he's going back to real
for
Kevin.
me.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to do. I'm not going to give this whole thing in that. Hey. I'm not going to do the whole thing for that.
Well, you know.
Yeah. So I worked. Jesus Christ! Just abandon the 3 box. Just give it up. Give it up.
I give it up.
It only matters for like the next hour and a half.
That's right.
Fuck, it better not be an hour and a half. The next 45 minutes, and it's audio. Everybody's gonna hear this on audio.
Right.
Right.
I went to work. So I just had work yesterday evening, and it was slow as hell.
The abbreviated version.
Yeah, did a lot of reading. Chatted with my family and exchanged pleasantries. Excuse me.
This is Christmas Day.
Yeah, Christmas Day.
You went to work on Christmas Day, on the morning of Christmas Day.
No. The afternoon, evening.
Oh, okay.
And then did some reading in the morning and in the evening, and talked to continued my ongoing convos with a lady that I am speaking with.
The ladies.
Wow.
Lady.
Hey now.
Yeah, just one in particular. So
okay,
we've got
nothing else to do on Christmas Day that she can talk to you to.
Oh no. She was at a family function and wanted to be able to she felt legitimately she kept texting me and telling me how bad she felt that I was alone on Christmas and that I had to work on Christmas and all this other she was just
she thinks you're like a charity case.
Wow. She wanted to I don't know, she wanted to rescue me for the holidays or something.
Yeah, yes. This
it's like you get a puppy you get a puppy from the pound on Christmas.
Right. Buttery says I'm going to go shirtless, and I'm going to go shirtless because no one will know, or I'm doing the show from my bathroom. I always do the show from my bathroom, Buttery. Just so you know.
Well, your opinions are the shits, so
it is.
I'm not going to lie. I have some concerns about this woman who is willing to date you.
I do. I think
who's willing to date you and who has free time on Christmas Day to be texting you. And to be thinking about you and be concerned about
that has
you.
That has a very, very strong female Dexter vibe. You could end up
abort, Kevin.
Do they have swamps in St. Louis?
We might be saving your life, Kevin.
Lake or something.
Oh, listen, I'll keep y'all posted.
Well, you might be dead. You might be dead.
No.
I might be driving to your mom's house.
I always send text messages to people whenever I go on a date, whenever I meet somebody for the first time.
Jesus, really? Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's what the girls do.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And if it's good enough for them, why can't it be good enough for us? What, are we supposed to go walking straight ahead into our own demise? Oh, I'm a guy. I don't need to tell anybody where I'm going. I'm a guy. Nothing bad ever happens to me. And then boom, I'm the guy on Dateline they're interviewing Dave and Ralph. And being like, he was so funny. He didn't know shit about football, but he was funny on the podcast.
That's right.
Why did he have to die? Why?
And then if you go on a date and you die and you don't come back. If you went on a date and you died and you don't come back, it's not you're going to be your date. Women are statistically are like 1% of like murderers and killers.
Are you unaware of Kevin's love life luck, Dave?
Dude, say, my luck, I am in that 1%.
Yeah, it'd be like,
do you not know do you not understand the luck I've had? Man. I don't know, in the last 5 years.
That's right.
6,
he loves these psycho ladies
in general.
Right, and they're like doctors and nurses, so they would like inject him with some kind of thing that would be like untraceable.
Oh no! It would be like the Jack the Ripper in the movie From Hell. It would be a physician who just slices me right up from nuts to neck and just spills everything.
Yeah,
and boils your blood in the kettle.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I asked.
Speaking of disaster,
turned out to be a Kevin Love update.
That's what.
Hey,
Speaking of
synergy, fellas, synergy.
Speaking of disasters, besides my video,
in this episode of this podcast,
the Cleveland Browns passing game, America's favorite CPA and Saints Christmas Eve legend Daniel Sorensen, Dave, is now tied for the team lead in interceptions. Just a clutch interception from the man, Daniel Sorensen. That's the exact moment, Dave, when I knew the Browns were going to brown it all up. Like, I was like, the Saints are winning. If Daniel Sorensen is getting picks, we are winning this game.
I mean, look, I'm not going to take anything away from Daniel Sorensen. Like, he's having a good season for his career. But I would say this is an indictment on, well, Lattimore, who's injured, who's, your best.
He's the fourth safety, Dave. He's the fourth. It's Marcus May, PJ Williams, who played a play, Justin Evans, who played 2 plays, and Daniel Sorensen. Daniel Sorensen is the fourth safety.
Well, what I was going to say, it's an indictment on Lattimore only because, your greatest ability is your availability, and he hasn't been living up to that. And also, like, Honey Badger, I think Honey Badger has had a disappointing season He's been
better.
Yeah, come on, you LSU fans.
Ralph, listen. I know your wrists are getting a workout from polishing the turd that is Dennis Allen, but you don't have to expand that to cover everybody on the roster.
Here's the thing, though, Kevin. The thing that Daniel Sorensen sucks at is pass defense, and Cleveland couldn't pass, and 30-mile-an-hour winds. So he was good.
But my point is like, yeah, like, great for Daniel Sorensen. Like, he's having a great year for himself. But, like, it's also like, he shouldn't be your team leader. Like, if Daniel Sorensen has 4 interceptions, like,
he has 1 interception.
Oh, wait, what?
He has 1.
What are his other turnovers? I thought he's got, like, more.
Well, I guess he does. I guess Honey Badger technically leads because he has 2. Honey Badger has 2. Demario Davis has 1, and Sorensen has 1. I made that up. That was a complete lie by me. It's just, this show is completely off the rails.
Well,
the chat is like, Honey Badger has 2, cripple.
Yeah.
Sorry, Honey Badger.
It's been disappointing as far as the turnover department is concerned.
The turnovers and the defense. It's incredible.
It's been what's the fancy word I'm looking for? I'm not sure.
I told him what?
I don't know.
I was on the Eagles.
No.
I was on an Eagles podcast today, and he said, "What would be
already?
What would be a really bad sign for the Eagles that like Eagles fans wouldn't really understand, but Saints fans would know it's going to be a really good day for the Saints." And I told him, I said, listen, if the Saints get 2 interceptions in this game, just buy hard drugs because the Eagles ain't winning shit. Saints get 2 interceptions in this game. And that I firmly believe that. Like, if the Saints intercept Jalen Hurts or Gardner Minshew and his mustache twice, they'll win the game. Kevin, we had creep on creep violence.
Creep on
when Deshaun Watson got sacked by Andrew's UDFA son Carl Granderson to end the game, and it perplexed you so much you had to take a timeout in our Twitter Spaces chat.
Well, I needed the timeout because I wanted to come in singing, and instead you guys hit me with the depressing Sally Fields type question, and I'm like, well, I can't come in singing a Christmas carol to that. So I just said, well, come back to me and ask me how I'm feeling.
But I felt like the Carl Granderson wrapping up the game and playing. By the way, he started over Marcus Davenport. Marcus Davenport's 2022 is officially a disaster in his walk year when the Saints are like, nah, we're going to play Carl Granderson instead of you, buddy. You're that bad now, Marcus 2 first. We're going to play a convicted felon. But I felt like the defense, Kevin, was both good because they tackled in well in horrible weather, but it also felt like Nick Chubb, every carry was a potential 75-yard touchdown. Like, I felt like there were 3 or 4 times where, like, the Red Sea parted And I was like, Nick Chubb's going to go to, it's a house call now. And it would end up being like a 10-yard carry. So I'm like, I have like mixed emotion. How much of it was the Saints being good, and how much of it was Cleveland being terrible and the weather being awful? Like I have very mixed emotion.
I put more of it on the weather, and then I go Cleveland being terrible.
That's correct.
And then just a smidge below that, I give it to the Saints. And look, I know people are going to be like, oh, you don't want to give the Saints any credit. Yeah. Well, it's my opinion, guys. They still won the game. I am actually happy about that, even though, it just keeps adding more fuel to the fire that they're going to keep this damn guy on the sidelines next year. Okay, they won the game. I am happy about that. But I still get to look at this overall and say, man, if not for that crap weather, Deshaun Watson might have tore this secondary up.
Yeah, he might have. He had all more. The Saints. But the thing that was so satisfying, Kevin, is you could clearly see that the Saints, they made the decision either during the game or like maybe during the week where they were like, listen, this weather is going to be awful. Or maybe they decided this weather it's even more awful than we imagined it to be. And clearly the defense, they were like, when we rush Deshaun Watson, we don't want him getting loose on screen. Rush very slow, contain him, don't let him get outside. I don't care if he has 5 minutes to throw. If he beats us throwing the ball in 30-mile-an-hour winds, fine. But he is not scrambling and beating us with his leg. Because I felt in that last drive, like I felt like he was just back there for what felt like eon, and it worked barely, but man, it was something. No, just like this, it was something. Be terrible in the wind. It was delightful. I have to.
I tell you what, despite the bad weather and despite dropping back 15 times, and despite this offense not giving him much to work with, Andy Dalton was not sacked.
Wow.
So, kudos to Andy for either, for avoiding sacks.
Dave, I didn't even know Keith Kirkwood was back on the team.
I didn't know that either.
And they were throwing to him in third down critical situations. I'm like, I didn't know Keith Kirkwood was back. And they're throwing to him in critical situations, and he's not performing. What are they doing?
It's so funny that you say that, because I had no idea too and then all of a sudden balls are bouncing off of his helmet, balls are bouncing out of his wide open hands, but then I realized, okay, well, Landry's
who are you gonna throw
injured.
To?
Yeah, Landry's injured. Like, who else would you expect to? Honestly, I was waiting for Tommy Lee Lewis to catch a fucking pass. I was waiting for them to throw to Tommy Lee Lewis.
Tommy Lee Lewis. Where is who's that receiver that they cut 9,000 times?
Andy Tanner.
Andy Tanner. Yeah, I was waiting for Andy Tanner to show up. Andy Tanner. What's the white guy from Northwestern that caught a touchdown?
What's that guy?
I forget his name. Somebody in the chat. I mean, it was bad. It was bad in Receiverville, but poor Andy Dalton, man. He's throwing interceptions because guys are dropping balls, bouncing in the air.
Austin Carr, yeah.
Austin Carr, that's the Carr, baby. Woo! Yeah,
formerly of the Cowboys, no?
Formerly of the Cowboys.
Patriots.
But last thing is just, Kevin, I can't get over that the Browns were so poorly coached. Like, if DA had thrown 34 passes and run 31 times, we would have crucified him. I can't get over the incompetence that, and I've seen Todd Bowles, so I know there's worse coaches than Dennis Allen. I've seen that Nathaniel Hackett, who got fired. Denver's officially in the Sean Payton sweepstakes. So I've seen worse coaches than Dennis Allen, but Cleveland was pretty damn bad on Saturday.
Right. And look, since I get to be the voice of everybody screaming to fire this guy, I guess I have to be that on the podcast.
What, DA?
No, I'm talking about Dennis Allen.
Yeah. That's DA.
If
all DA.
Sure. If like you point out something that's bad, somebody else can't respond and say, yeah, but this is somehow worse. Like, oh my God, I got shot in the shoulder. Oh, well, that guy over there got stabbed in his gut. Yeah, but I'm still shot in the shoulder and bleeding out. That needs to be fixed. I don't care about the guy down there who got stabbed. I got shot and I need help. So Dennis Allen is a bad coach. He's not mediocre. Mediocre doesn't cover it.
But
Jeff Fisher was mediocre. Dennis Allen, bad.
Is anything Dennis Allen did this year as egregious as what Stefanski did Saturday? Is all I'm asking.
There was the 11 men on the field.
Oh, the 12 men. The 12 men.
12. Sorry, that's
12 men in the huddle. Yeah, that's bad.
There you go.
One play. That's
11
play.
11 men. Jesus, this is what I'm talking about.
The first half.
Yeah, this is the Christmas pod. This is the Christmas episode, guys. We
By the
don't
way,
even know how many people are on the field at one time. We don't even know the rules of football.
By the way, what is your favorite? What is your favorite Christmas dish / dessert /
We're just going right into this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we did Thanksgiving at a restaurant. So for Christmas, we had my father-in-law fry the turkey that he normally does on Thanksgiving. I always love that. They do some kind of seasoning on the outside, like salt, pepper, Tony's, whatever. It's like a very salty, delicious seasoning, but it's just the breast. It's not the whole turkey. It's just the breast. Season that. Season just the
best
breast
part.
Yeah, exactly. Fry that in peanut oil for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah. And it gets nice and crispy on the outside. It's juicy on the inside. And then, I don't know. My wife tried to make stuffing this year for me because that's like a Northeast thing and that's not a Southern thing. And yeah, that was all right. What else did I like? Oh, I got, I ordered. She does not. No, she does not. I ordered the shrimp and crab bisque from Vincent's. I ordered a gallon of that for New Year's Eve. That was delicious. You can't go wrong with.
Wait, you
Vincent's.
Ordered it for New Year's Eve and you already
catered? Yeah, I picked it up on the 23rd and then we warmed it up and ate it on Christmas Eve.
Oh, Christmas.
Yeah, delicious. I didn't get the bread bowls, but otherwise it was still delicious. Vincent's.
I'm a big I make dirty rice, big fan of that. And I'm a big fan of Oreo balls covered in white chocolate. Huge.
Oreo?
All right, Oreo. So for Santa, my wife and my daughter did Oreo cookies.
My wife.
Oreo cookies wrapped in white chocolate, and then the tops are dipped in crushed candy cane, like peppermint.
It's enticing.
So Santa.
Wait, did Dave?
I had to eat that.
You muted yourself there.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't mute myself. I'm Santa.
Oh. Well, yeah. He works through you.
Yeah. So I had to eat those
chicken on Dewey gumbo,
white chocolate dipped Oreos with peppermint frosting.
I got kind of drunk watching Brady. I knew as soon as the stupid Cardinals had the pitch go off his face.
I've been drunk 3 straight days. Day 3.
Caramel Crown Royal. It goes great with cherry.
Is Ruff cutting off, guys?
Yeah, he sucks.
He sounds like he's dying.
I don't even believe in a God, but if I did, I think he would be telling us. I think he would be telling us, "You're not supposed to be recording a podcast today." He would be saying, "I'm gonna present all the problems. This is
Every single.
This is all the plagues. We're getting all the plagues. We're getting
the apocalypse.
My computer, my battery died. I don't even know if you guys noticed that, but my battery died and my computer shut down, and I actually had to plug it back in. You didn't notice that. Ralph is cutting out. Ralph's camera died. Ralph's camera's dead.
Deader. Not
That's
as
like the locusts.
The Saints' playoff chances are
Kevin's
more alive
meeting
than my
the serial killer code.
Yeah. Kevin's about to die. This is the last known recording of Kevin.
Kevin, don't die because you got to read the hot take intro.
Now, he's not going to die before the hot take intro.
Don't die.
He's going to die tomorrow night when his date.
No, Thursday.
A Thursday night.
Ooh, Butteridge says ham and almond rice. That sounds delightful. But Kevin, we got to do hot take.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die at the hands of the Dave and Buster's killer. The Dave and that's what they call it.
Actually, we are meeting at an arcade bar. Not a Dave and Buster's. It's like a local. It's like a local arcade bar.
At an arcade bar.
Right.
And mystery.
Right. Yeah.
I can't do the guy from Dave. I can't do his voice.
It's time for this week's hottest take of the week on the Hotline, sponsored by JLD Hot Sauce and Knives. If you want award-winning hot sauces like Boot Chalokia or Reaper Madness Special Reserve, go to www.jldsharpsauce.com. They also have incredible jellies such as palm and pepper. And they have an incredible selection of handmade knives for cooking, hunting, and outdoor needs. Go check out the Zombie Killer Quartering Cleaver and tell me it's not the best damn quartering cleaver you ever saw in your entire life. Boy, that lady's going to take one of those to me. Jerry Embler is a tremendous supporter of Saints Happy Hour, so we are asking you to support the people who support Saints Happy Hour. Go to www.jldsharpsauce.com and get the best hot sauces and knives at the best prices anywhere. Use promo code Saints Happy Hour, that's one word, and get 10% off. That's www.jldsharpsauce.com, promo code Saints Happy Hour.
By the way, thanks to Jerry, he jumped in on our surprise Christmas Eve Twitter Spaces, which he sponsored all year long.
I can't. By the way, I can't believe that you. First of all, I thought Spaces was done. I thought they got rid of Spaces.
It's back.
Okay, so you're still.
Yeah,
so
it was fake news.
All right. Second of all, I cannot believe that, Ralph. You have a family. You have a wife, a kid. Why are you doing a Spaces on Christmas freaking Eve? I cannot believe that you were texting me.
Yeah, wait a second. Hang on. The lady I'm talking to is
a break,
us.
Man, take a fucking break.
It's Christmas. The Saints won. Christmas Eve. It's Saints won. I was happy. First of all, we were gonna go.
Underhill was not worried about.
Well, Underhill's not what we do. We grind and give the content.
Don't compare us to Underhill.
Every freaking game.
We have higher standards. Can't you see it?
We don't take days off, Dave.
Yes, you can take Christmas Eve and Christmas
Not
Day
when the
off.
Saints win. Not when they win.
Oh my God!
Not when they win. But here's the thing: we were going to go to a bunch of different.
You're like the Walmart. You're like the Walmart of podcasts.
We were
the Amazon.
We were going to go to a bunch of Christmas parties. My wife was like, "No, I'm tired. We're only going to go to the one, to the relative she likes." And she's like, "We're just going to the one." So we weren't going to go till like 7:00. So I was like, "Hey, if we're not going to that, I'm gonna do a Spaces because the Saints won, and I am pumped up." Because they're still alive in the NFC South. I'm drunk. We're gonna do it.
Don't you just want to relax and drink and just sit back?
I drank during the Spaces. It was amazing.
He's like an NFL coach in the off season. He doesn't want to spend time with his family. He wants to get back out. Actually, no, he's like Tom Brady. No family time.
No.
Dave.
Tom Brady gave up his family.
Kevin
for 7 and 8.
Kevin, you know what? You're joking, but I honestly think there's some truth. You know what I think it is? I don't think Ralph can be alone. I don't think Ralph can be alone.
Listen, Ralph got enough family time in Paris.
In Paris, that's right.
In Paris, he got enough. He got all the family time he needs.
I'm being dead serious. Like if he's not doing something with work or something with the podcast or something with his family, if he's got like some sort of opening in his schedule where he doesn't need to be accounted for, like it kills him to just sit around, do nothing, fill that time with a hobby other than the podcast. I mean, that's the thing. I guess is
if
his
my
podcast
wife
is his hobby.
If my wife heard you say that I don't like to do nothing, she would jump on this microphone and
she'd be like, "Ding, ding!"
No, she would say, "You are a fucking idiot. That man is so lazy. He will take a 2-hour nap at the drop of a hat."
Are you serious?
Oh my God. Naps? Oh, dude, she went day after.
Just not fitting your family into your life at all?
No, they went day after Christmas. They went day after Christmas shopping today. They went day after Christmas shopping. Her and her mom and Max looking for discounts and on Christmas items for next year. They left.
Max was looking for discounts.
I did a little bit of podcast work. I did some Channel 4 column writing, and then Dave, I took a 90-minute in the middle of the day, just fell asleep on the couch. The cat climbed on top of me. It was delightful.
I know, but Christmas Eve, you watch the Saints win.
And I was excited, man.
Okay, I know. But let's say you don't. But let's say you don't do the spaces, and you say, "F it, it's Christmas Eve. Nobody's going to be around to listen to this." What would you have done? What happens? What do you do at that time?
What would I have done with that time?
Yeah.
I probably would have fell asleep while my wife watched Love Actually 9000.
Boy, what an overrated piece of garbage that movie is.
Liam Neeson doesn't even kill anybody. Am I right, Kevin? Liam Neeson doesn't even kill anybody.
My wife
not only that, that movie is responsible for all of these god-awful
let me see if my wife wants to come in here and defend Love Actually.
No. It's these wait, the wife is coming in to defend it?
No, I'm going to see if she wants to. I don't know. She might.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. All
right. Well,
all of these like comedy ensembles where they don't have enough material. Here's a hot take where they don't have enough material for one good movie. So they end up getting 4 or 5 tiny stories that are kind of piss poor on their own. And they sort of loosely link them together. Like this one is like the brother of this one. This one's dating this one and all this other kind of stuff. All those movies like that, they are all trash. If you want to watch a good Christmas comedy ensemble, watch The Family Stone.
Watch Die Hard.
We got
that's a good Christmas.
Oh, is that with Sarah Jessica Parker?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's surprisingly good, despite the presence of Sarah Jessica Parker.
And is that
like a horse?
Thomas Hayden Church or whatever? Is that the other?
That's I think that's Dermot Mulroney.
Okay.
I think Dermot Mulroney.
I get him confused with the guy who's the coach Friday night. But Kevin did the hotline intro. We got to get to the hotline.
Yeah.
This week's hottest take from the hotline. It is a journey, Dave. But it ends with a really touching message.
Oh no!
From April. But you have to get through all her F-bombs before you get to her sweet Christmas message.
Really? All right.
Thomas, play the hotline.
This is going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
It's time for this week's hottest takes from the Saints Happy Hour Hotline.
Oh my God, man. An Arctic blast attacks New Orleans. The Saints go into the frozen frickin' tundra in Cleveland and come out with a frickin' win. I cannot believe it because, as usual, in 2022 fashion, it was just coming down to the final plays and it looked like we were going into overtime. Oh my God, I can't believe we pulled it off. Who dat?
Hey y'all, who dat? I think the refs were a little bit hampered by the weather today, and it kind of handicapped their way to us with play selection. They didn't get the real opportunity to throw anything in the flags that would have really crippled us because we were just basically running the ground. They really just didn't have enough to work with to us over. So I think we snuck out of there with a win. Who dat?
Ralph, this is Mike from Booking the Territory. This is a fireable goddamn motherfucking offense right now. Why in the is Taysom Hill not in Taysom Power every goddamn play? This is unadulterated certified A1 bullshit. And there's still 5 minutes to go. What the hell is wrong with Pete? God damn. There's been some bad coaching this year. This shit here takes the motherfucking cake.
Holy crap, it's a freaking Christmas miracle. The Saints won 2 games in a row. Throw a parade. Let's go.
Hey guys, it's April. I just wanted to call and say happy Christmas Eve. Who dat? Saints actually won in the fucking freezing fucking cold. And I'm actually happy. Like, this is what I wanted. I wanted just to enjoy Christmas. I wanted to know that my team could go out there and actually win 2 fucking games in a row. I wore my Taysom Hill jersey today. I think I'm going to wear this Taysom Hill jersey till the last game of the season, whenever that is, because Taysom Hill's a man for me. I just want to thank you guys for being there for all of us Saints fans throughout this season, because it's been hard. It's been so hard to be a Saints fan this season. But looking forward to listening to your podcast every week and actually laughing and, turning some really depressing, sad situations into laughable moments while I'm working. Listening to your podcast has just made this one of the worst Saint seasons, one of the best Saint seasons. So I just want to thank you guys for that. I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I hope that Santa brings you all of your Christmas goodies, although he did already just bring us a Saints win, which is what we really wanted for Christmas. But you guys are the best. Yeah. Love you. Who dat?
Wow. Sounds like
Thank you, April.
Sounds like she's been through a lot this year. It sounds like maybe she was one of Kevin's former dates.
She wasn't yelling enough if she was one of my former dates.
Kevin likes the masculine.
Uh-oh, breaking news? What is this, Ralph? Ralph, are you there?
Ralph, you're muted, I think.
Oh my God.
Breaking news, Ralph has been kidnapped.
I just wanted to say, I played the breaking news siren because somebody somewhere is reporting Sean Payton is interested in the Colts, and we know Jim Irsay has a lot of Vicodin. I'm just
interested in the Colts.
You busted out the breaking news siren to get a Vicodin joke off.
I did.
He wants to live in Indianapolis? My God. It's like the opposite of anywhere.
How much, Kevin? How much will they have to pay him for Sean Payton to live in Indianapolis?
My God,
I don't know. Whatever it is, add another 0.
There's no Margaritaville in Indianapolis.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm about to find out.
I would be willing to bet there's no Margaritaville in the entire state of Indiana. I'll even say
25 million at least. Starts. Add another 0 to it. I like that. Thomas, give us an update on the MVP chase.
It's looking pretty bleak.
Nashville.
There's only one race in the MVP. I mean, only one horse in the MVP race, and it's Budrich.
Budrich, we love you.
Let's move this along and
play take it to the top. So we
come on.
Get finger guns. Come on.
Play the finger guns, right?
Before my internet craps out completely.
Seriously.
Come on, we got to finger bang time.
I do it to play finger guns. I can't do finger guns. I don't have a camera. What am I doing?
We're gonna believe that he's doing them.
He's doing them.
This show is like 2018 quality, Dave.
Just the video. The audio is great.
The audio is great. What you got for us, Thomas?
4 questions for tonight. And
4 questions. Let's go. Number 1.
Pretty good ones. Jamie Hudat, first question, he asks if we knew Daniel Sorensen would have 1/4 of the team's interceptions, how many wins would we have predicted before the season? And why is it too many?
No, I mean, I think if you were telling me that, that if he had 1/4 of the team, yeah. No, I guess that is accurate too. Yeah, I'd be right at about 2. Like if you told me Daniel Sorensen would have an interception this season, just in general, I would be like, oh, well, then everybody else is going to have a whole bunch of interceptions, and that means they're going to have a whole bunch of wins. But
that's the thing. Like, I would be like, well, maybe the defensive line is just spectacular, and they had a bunch of injuries at safety, and Daniel Sorensen is having a career year. You know, it's like the year where he sold 700 houses when he was working as a realtor.
How old is he?
He's like 55 at least. I mean, look at that. But no, it would. I mean, if somebody, Budrich probably knows this. What's the record for fewest Saints interceptions in a season? Because they're at 4 and they have 2 weeks left.
It's got to be. We've got to be pushing it. We have to be in that general area vicinity.
Because even in bad teams, you just like luck into like 7 or 8. You know, you would think.
Next question.
Okay, next question. People really liked the Daniel Sorensen interception. So next question
what is so funny
that.
about this? There's nothing
It's
funny.
hilarious.
It's not funny.
People love Dan Sorensen.
It's depressing.
Next question from
We're
Budrich.
celebrating mediocrity.
What else are we supposed to do?
What else are we supposed to celebrate, Dave, in 2022 Saints
That's
football?
what you get with Dennis Allen at the helm, man. Budrich asks, what would be more shenanigans than Dirty Dan Sorensen getting that interception?
I don't know.
Daniel Sorensen getting 2 interceptions?
How about anybody who were paying a lot of money to get the interceptions instead? I don't know. Like, this is...
Like, yeah, but that's a great question. Like, what would be more shenanigans than Daniel Sorensen? I'm trying to think.
Honey Badger getting an interception.
No, you know what it is?
He's already got him. Hang on.
That would be
pull up.
so
It would be
crazy.
Keith Kirkwood catching a 70-yard touchdown bomb. That would be more shenanigans than Daniel Sorensen.
No. Hang on. Wait a minute. I got one. Tano Capsaicin.
No, Casino. Jesus Christ.
Damn, Kevin.
Kevin went full Ralph. You never go full Ralph.
Raph ne peut pas dire le nom de quelqu'un correctement.
No, I don't know. Marcus May?
No. It's got to be Keith Kirkwood. It's, like
getting an interception.
Keith Kamara, more shenanigans. It doesn't have to be interception related. It just has to be in crazy.
Oh.
Like Kamara throwing a touchdown pass.
Talking about interception.
Jameis coming back and leading the win against the Eagles. Like, that'd be shit.
Oh, what would be more shenanigans than okay. What would be just in general? Yeah, that opens it up. I don't know, Kevin. What do you got?
What?
Dude, Kirk Merritt catching.
Kirk Merritt touchdown. Trevor Penning touchdown catch at the goal line. That could be
the Zach Strief special.
The Zach Strief special.
You know what's funny? Actually, okay, so my son, Santa, delivered an Xbox X Series for my son yesterday for Christmas. And he got Madden, so I've been playing Madden 22. And actually, that's good. And I was playing against the Bucks, and Winston was the starting quarterback, so not very realistic. But I threw a pass that somebody on the Bucks tipped, and then it hit, I don't know, like Marquez Callaway's hands, and bounced off his hands and deflected into Alvin Kamara's hands. And then I ran it back for a touchdown. And it was like this whole, it was almost like this hook and ladder, this accidental hook and ladder play. So something like that would be crazy, because that really happened to Matt.
That would never happen.
It was
Next
wild.
question.
It was wild.
All right, next question. Next question from Saint Stampicus. And he asks, Saint Stampicus. And he asks, Saints 2022 season slogan, not yet mathematically eliminated, or all bleeding stops?
That's funny.
The first one.
It's funny because actually, so my hat, I'm wearing the 1-0 hat. That's Tulane. Tulane's motto every week is 1-0 to go win each week.
Saints 2022 season.
Tulane, if they don't win 9 games, they should run roughshod through that conference.
Never wrong.
Never wrong. Only early.
Sometimes early.
The Saints 2022 season slogan is "Pain everywhere." Like that's the slogan. Jameis gave it to it. Like it's done.
That's
like,
fair.
We don't have to think about it on the side. Like it was given to us.
Print the shirt.
Print the
Pain
shirt.
everywhere.
It was given to us. You know, like
put it in that big bold font with the 2 shades.
Old English.
Okay, final question of the show from Saints Rabbit, the reigning MVP, who's not present with us tonight. Saints Rabbit asked if Tampa loses its next 2 and the Saints beat Philly, which is Saintsier? Saints losing to Carolina or the Saints beating Carolina?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know how we talked about shenanigans 5 minutes ago. I don't know how the season's going to end, but I feel like the season's going to end in some kind of shenanigans.
The most
I don't even know how it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
The most Saintsy thing ever, Dave and Kevin, is
ridiculous.
Tampa loses to Carolina. Saints somehow beat Philadelphia. The Saints beat Carolina. And there's like 10 minutes left in the Atlanta game, and we're watching the Atlanta game, and we look up, and we're like, Atlanta is up 20-7, and there's 3 minutes left, and they have the ball. There's no way the Falcons can falcon this up, and they do. Like, that's the most Saintsy ending to 2022.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
season.
No, that's it. That's it. Is making us root for the Atlanta Falcons for even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then just stabbing us all in the taint. Like that's would be the Saintsiest thing.
Like we're planning, like it's such a done deal. Like I'm looking at flights to fly to New Orleans for the playoff game. Like it is a done deal. And some kind of way, Atlanta's it all up. Like that's the most Saintsy ending possible. Or Kevin, the Saints like CD Deuce having like 5 picks on. Like that would be pretty Saintsy too.
5 taunting penalties.
CD Deuce has 3 picks, a personal foul, and just rubs his nuts all over Dennis Allen's face to end the game. That would be. So is that it? Was that?
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
That was the final question. Yeah,
that was it. So we got to get to game picks now. Give us your game picks in the chat, and I will read them off. There's Thomas. Well, Dave isn't here, but do the recap anyway when he's not here. That'll infuriate him.
Okay, so only Kevin gained points last week. He predicted the Saints to win. He hit the Saints point total, guys, and he locked it in. So for that, he gets plus 10 points. Kevin. Plus 10 points for him. So Kevin has lapped you over, guys, 3 times.
Wow!
By the way, let's see how it looks.
How much do you get for if he would have nailed the score perfectly, Thomas? How much does he get for nailing the score?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
It depends on my mood. I would have to look it up.
He's Polish Tony Reali.
It depends if it's Dave or not.
Here we go. Did I move up at all?
No. According to official rules, you get 3 points, I think.
All right.
For nailing the score.
Rules. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So I'll go
28 points. That's crazy.
So I'll go.
You weren't here. He predicted the Saints. He locked it in, and he hit the Saints point total, man.
I get it. Plus, you love Kevin. You've got me little thing.
10 points.
No,
somebody's got to love me.
Tom.
I get it. Kevin
around the world in Poland.
Kevin Love update. Thomas is taking Kevin out for a nice meal.
Nice
meal, and he will not call me in the morning.
To the arcade bar.
So I will go first. Listen, I want to pick the Saints in this game because it would be hysterical if they stay alive. Because I really think Carolina is going to beat. But here's the thing: like Philadelphia is a terrible match for the Saints. Like the Saints, their defensive line stinks. Their offensive line is injured, and Philly runs the ball for 155 yards a week. They have 3 dudes that have 10 sacks. They're going to pistol whip the Saints like Baltimore and Pittsburgh did. This game is going to be sadly over very, very quickly. Saints 31-14. My turn of the game. I had to pick somebody, but it's really just the Saints being. We're just going to see how far they way away.
Hold on, you said Saints 31-14. Eagles 31.
My turn of the game is going to be Andy Dalton because the Saints are going to fall behind. The Eagles are going to be sacking him a bunch. It's going to be bad for Red Rifle. Saints 31. Saints are going to lose 31. So I guess Kevin, you go, and then we'll play.
Yeah.
Play
okay.
what?
I'm fine. I guess Dave.
Andrew didn't give you a score or send you a video.
He did send me a score, but no video, unfortunately.
Oh, no video? That lazy POS?
Okay, so yeah, it's going to be bad, and CJGJ is going to
CJGJ.
He's going to embarrass us, and it's going to reignite. Like not only is it going to be fire Dennis Allen, but you're going to get some people screaming, things about Mickey Loomis for letting him go too. Eagles 30, Saints 13. Turn of the game is going to be whichever Saint is dumb enough to get penalized for getting suckered in by getting taunted by CD Deuce. Because we know it's coming. CD Deuce is going to do something, taunt a Saints player, and a Saints player is going to get suckered in and shove him or lay hands on him and get a flag for it. That's coming.
I guess it's good Michael Thomas is injured, man.
Jesus. Wait, I'm at 0 points even after last week, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. I predicted the...
Yeah, you picked the Browns.
I did. All right, give Andrew's prediction. I'll go last.
I think, Dave, I'm going to deduct points because you keep sending the picks late.
Whatever. You do whatever
really late, man.
It really doesn't matter. You do whatever you want.
You want to do Andrew right now? Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's your clown show.
So Andrew predicted.
We got Ralph back. Oh, jeez, it's a Mickey Mouse production.
Right with Andrew's pick. Andrew predicted the Eagles to win. What a shocker! 34-24, and I guess he hated the Daniel Sorensen interception because he is his third of the game.
It's interesting.
Muted.
No, Ralph regained the video, but he knows the audio.
Eagles receivers, it'll be bad.
This is interesting. We all are kind of in sharing a mind here. We all had the Eagles winning. We all had them putting up at least 30 points. We had the Saints putting up anywhere between 13 to 24 points. Andrew is a little more optimistic than us. So I had the Eagles 35, Saints 17. And I had turd of the game. Look, we were all getting excited about Dennis Allen. This is the Dennis Allen come back to earth game. Like all the Dennis Allen truthers, the real Dennis Allen is coming back. He's your turd.
Well, but if they get beat 35-17, how much of a fault can be Dennis Allen? But there'll be some
defensive-minded coach.
There'll be some shenanigans.
Well, here's the thing, though. We failed to not have in the rundown.
Oh, I'm not saying. By the way, it says fire DA up here on my graphic. I 100% do not think they will fire DA. I think fans will want to fire DA, but He's not getting fired. He's your coach next year.
But
he's your starting head coach.
The people in this country.
That's what I'm saying to you, Thomas. That's what I'm saying.
So here's the thing: we failed on this podcast rundown. Is we did not have an entire segment. We're going to do it now before we get out of here. If the Eagles trounce the Saints like we all think, somebody on the Saints offense is going to punch CD. Like it's going to happen because the Saints, they don't get the details right. They're kind of undisciplined. They get a lot of penalties. If the Saints are going to get dump trucked, somebody's punching CD Deuce. You know it's going to happen, Kevin. Who is it going to be?
If I had an accurate prediction, I would have put them. I would have specifically named them as turd of the game. Let's see. I'm going to go back and look because I had the depth chart pulled up here, and I'm pulling it back. Well, let's see. I don't know. He's out.
There's only one correct answer.
He's also on IR. He's out too. That guy's out. You know what? Let's really just stick a dagger in everybody. Let's hurt everybody. Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, that's a good one for pain. But I think the correct answer, Kevin, is the guy the Saints used the extra Philly pick to draft, who has a bit of a history, let's say, a reputation for getting a lot of penalties. One Trevor Penning.
I like that too.
I could see him body slamming CD Deuce in like a
Trevor Penning will wind up getting suspended if he ends up having to lay hands on him.
he lays hands on CD when the Saints are down.
And he's gonna miss games next season.
Yeah. Alvin Kamara punches CD, Jason Champagne says, and adds to his suspension for next year for the Vegas incident.
You know, wouldn't it be great if Jameis ran onto the field and just like drop kicked CD? Like I'm sure Jameis 1 of 1 would say it was the greatest drop kick thrown since Brian B. Blair. Jim Brunzell. Sorry.
If Jameis drop kicked CD, I would reconsider everything that I've thought about up to the point.
Maybe Carl Granderson.
QB should be QB1 2023 if Jameis. We have to have that.
Maybe Carl Granderson hits him and catches another case.
Yeah, but he plays defense. How would that?
Just run onto the field and hit him. I don't know. All right.
So that's good. Hey, man.
Not with a bang, but with a whimper.
Not with it's the right ending for this show. It's the right ending for the post-Christmas edition.
Ralph, why are you dressed like you're going to go fight in an Eastern European revolution?
I got it. It's an Astros hoodie.
Why is it?
I couldn't see the star of the age. You're dressed like you're printing a manifesto with the old purple ink gimmick.
Because it was made in Eastern Europe, Kevin.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's a bikey.
Made in Poland.
Made in Poland. So
you know it's quality.
We didn't give you our best, but we gave you something.
Oh no, we certainly did not give.
But we gave you something.
The mantra of this podcast: we didn't give you our best. We gave you something.
We gave you something. We always give you something.
My God.
You know, when other people
that's how you win awards, folks.
No, it's
that's
not.
Right. When other people are taking off Christmas Eve and spending time with them,
you can also just take
breaks.
This is the episode we're gonna send to the awards, guys.
You can also
just take back.
You can just take a day. You can take a week off.
Association podcast of the year. This is
no weeks off, Dave.
Put it
1-0. 1-0.
1-0.
Come on, Wave. Let's go, Wave. Roll Wave, baby. Let's
guys,
go.
Thanks for joining us. Support the show.
Ralph, as always, you forgot about something.
The video.
There is no video.
no video,
we
but the MVP. But
the MVP, man. Yeah, who won the MVP?
The MVP is
Budrich. The only person.
Senor Budrich.
He's the only person listening to this show.
But
surprisingly, it's his first MVP of the season. He had many podiums.
Because there's nobody else listening, so he's
Dave.
alone.
Here's the thing: you mock it, but I'm telling you, this podcast is going to get posted. The Saints win. It's going to have we'll have 1,500 listens tomorrow because here's the thing: people will be at work and they will be doing nothing.
I'm going to be at work.
listening to our podcast and planning their New Year's Eve celebration.
I do not want to go back to work.
So there'll be a lot of people listening.
It's game week, though. It's game week.
We got the Saints. We got LSU. We got Tulane. We got all kinds of stuff. The Pelicans won tonight.
Doing well.
They won tonight. Yeah. So
Go Tigers.
I'm gonna be on the wood for the Pels game on Wednesday.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Nice.
Damn bougie.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Check the Discord for photos. I'll post some photos
on the wood.
on the
Slap
Pels
Zion
got
on the
Zion.
butt.
The Pels got. Oh hey, I might do that. I might give that a shot.
So guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for supporting the show. If you listen to the free version, which I know a lot of you do, become a patron and support the show. You can sign up for a year, become an annual patron. You get 2 months for free. And we need the support because if we had more support, maybe our cameras would work. Maybe I could learn how to use the equipment. It could all work so much better if we just had a few more patrons. And by the way, if you're going to support Saints Podcast, you ought to support the one that wins award. And that's us. So for Dave, for Andrew, who's MIA, for Kevin, for Thomas running the show, as always, making it happen back in Poland. He did a tremendous job getting this ship, keeping it from sinking tonight. Let me tell you, he's the best. So guys, until next week, the bar is closed.